Apoyo. Strength.
Innovative.
Comunidad.
Hope.
Orgullo.
Justice.
Unidad. Sueños.
Confianza.
Latino Memphis is known as the go-to organization for issues impacting the Latinx community in the Mid-South. Hola, soy Mauricio Calvo, CEO of Latino Memphis, an organization that is working to accelerate open mobility for the Latinx community, which happens to be the fastest segment of the population in the Mid-South. Our approach to this work happens in three areas. The first one is that we are providing direct social services, legal services, and training to individuals and families. Number two, we're also partnering with a number of people across sectors, local, state, federal, philanthropic, because we cannot do this work alone. And number three, we're also impacting systemic issues that are oppressing and oftentimes not advancing our communities. All of this work happens in the next 6 programmatic areas. El Centro launched as one of our original programs. Today, it continues to be one of the pillars of our organization. El Centro conecta with the community by phone, chat, and in person, and it provides information and referral services to connect families and individuals with essential resources such as health, food, justice, education, and clerical assistance. We collaborate with over 50 partners who include nonprofits and government agencies. Every day, we receive about 50 calls and 20 in-person visits. That's about 7,000 interactions per year. And we know that matters because la información es poder. The information is power. Out of those thousands of touch points every year, we learn so much about the changing needs in our community. One of those needs that we identified was the gap in accessible legal services. And that is precisely how our next program was born. Derechos means rights. And in here, our team of dedicated attorneys, DOJ reps, paralegals, and assistants represent and advise clients, most of them children, with specific immigration needs. Because access to legal representation is a fundamental right, last year alone, we provided free or affordable legal services to 470 individuals, including successfully obtaining 210 work permits. These are not just numbers, they are lives, just like mine, who have been positively impacted for generations to come. Speaking of impacted lives, do you know that we also help families become reunited? In Puentes, we are building bridges. All of us are aware of the global humanitarian crisis that forced migration is having across our communities. At Puentes, our case managers across Tennessee and northern Mississippi provide compassionate, trauma-informed, and practical case management to unaccompanied minors and victims of human trafficking who have arrived to our southern border and are seeking to be unified with a family member or sponsor in our area. 700 of them last year. These kids are resilient and full of hope, fuerza y esperanza. And our team is a bridge into their new lives and into their new country. We know that the right support at the right time will impact an individual or a family to gain upward mobility. But how do we scale impact? Tu voz, which means your voice, was born out of a sense of urgency and responsibility to advocate alongside with our clients for positive civic engagement and policy. That's how change happens. The role of the advocate is to amplify your voice, tu voz. Here, we work to create awareness to build partnerships with a wide range of organizations, including local agencies, national and local nonprofits, academia, and the private sector, to ensure that Latinx voices are heard at every level. And what better example of empowering communities than exercising the power of the vote? Last year, we reached over 6,000 people with voter registration and activation. But systemic changes are needed in many areas of our lives. Through our efforts to mitigate the effect of the pandemic, Latino Memphis became a high-impact partner to address health disparities in the Latinx community. As a result, Tu Salud, meaning your health, was established to accelerate community health and health equity initiatives. Did I mention that we have a workforce readiness program? Senderos or pathways, it's all about workforce. This new initiative touches 4 complementary areas: digital literacy, job readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. We're relying on a national evidence-based curriculum, and our instructors are helping prepare the success of Latinas and Latinos to advance in the job market, launch a small business, and with everyday digital skills essential to thrive in every area of life. Building a strong workforce and a small business community is a sure pathway for the success of our community and the overall economy. I know that you were as inspired as I am every day when I meet with my team and learn about all the amazing work that is happening. But transformative work does not happen in a vacuum. This requires collective action that happens with supporters and partners like you. So join us and let us join you as we move our communities forward. Juntos y hacia adelante.
Latino Memphis.